Monday and Saturday. Monday and Saturday. There's some karma going on in regards of a mother figure, someone who can biologically conceive children, and whom she had a child with, like the biological father. There's some karma going on about this shit right now. Monday and Sunday, excuse me, Friday and Friday and Saturday, excuse me, Friday and Sunday, excuse me, there's a lot going on. Monday, Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What day did we say? Tuesday and Thursday has not been mentioned. Aries, Sagittarius. There's a non-relative, non-biological parent figure that was trying to be nosy or intercepting your business, whether it's personal business or your actual career. That's the karma in there. Something about that. Somebody try to do some shit. Mm. Hmm. All right, this channel message is in regards to the zodiac signs of Taurus, Libra, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Scorpio. This message was made and curated on Friday, February 15th, 2026 at 1:50 a.m. What you need to know about this scenario situation is God is in this situation for sure. A 2D Dreamcatcher message where I saw a Latino woman. She was an authoritative leader as such a cop. It was given informant possibly. Went to a banquet of some sort, like a banquet hall, some sort of spacious rental area where it would be perceived for someone to rent this place out to throw a party or an event. And by the time she got there to that banquet, nobody was there. And she went to this banquet. There was no tables, no chairs, no nothing. It was like a empty event space, and that was the last place she remembered being before she woke up in a she woke up in an ambulance. She woke up in an ambulance with her face destroyed, and the paramedics seeming to attend to her, like rushing her to the hospital, allegedly. Very interesting dream. Notes in regards to this message. All right, where do we start? Where do we start? Someone tried to stop you from having sex with your man and wanted to stop you from getting in a contract with him, even wanting to break their devices. Um, Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? Love from India. Yeah. Hi, how are you? You like hee hee. Nah, for real, for real. This is giving cuckoo. This is giving crazy bitch. I'm not about to even hold you. Nah, they're saying this person in the dream state, a Latino woman cop. This could be a woman of Latino descent, authoritative leader, Taurus, Libra, Aquarius, very significant. There's a woman that could feel empty on the inside about an event. I don't know what the fuck, but like there's a scenario where there's a woman who perceives that she should be celebrating at this time. She feels as though she won in a scenario situation. You said I'm pretty. Thank you. God bless you. There's a woman that believes that she has won. At this, mind you, this person they're definitely an opera enemy of yours. This Latino woman, Taurus, Libra, Aquarius, Latino descent woman. She feels as though she should be celebrating at this time. That she should be partying, celebrating at this time because of something she was involved in. But whatever she did to cause this perception of a celebration, I'm hearing congratulations for herself. Don't nobody want to be around this bitch. Ain't nobody fucking with her. So whatever she did to cause this celebration, where she thought people were gonna be coming to her, flocking to her, like yay, like go you, like you're the best, congratulations, like yeah. She probably made a whole bunch of people mad. So now this congratulations is like a solo congratulations. It's not really congratulations because what she did, whatever she did. This is an attention seeking ass bitch. I ain't about to even hold you. One moment. There's a woman that did something. I don't know if it's to you, directly or indirectly, to the how it resonates, because this person is definitely an enemy in the opposition. They did something. Whatever they did was supposed to make them very happy. They're supposed to be in this congratulatory energy. They were perceiving that other people were going to be celebrating with them. The whole premise of whatever they did was to have people flock to them, to show them attention. It's not happening. This woman could have tried to break a couple apart. This woman didn't want you to be like being sexually active with your man. Something about contracts, all right? If this woman didn't want you to be sexually active with a particular man because of a contract, this could be a baby mama, baby daddy situation, or this could be something pertaining to a marriage. So there could be a woman that didn't want you to be sexually active with a man because if you conceive a child, then by law, you will be owed something. And or this woman didn't want you to stay married to your significant other because by law, you will be owed something. So they did something. Even want to break their devices. This was a previous theme where like somebody kept trying to break, like somebody wanted to harm your destiny and calling. This woman, she wanted you not to be able to communicate with a particular person. So in the 2D Dreamcatcher message, like the woman realizes very quickly that whatever she did not do anything for her that she wanted. And then something about her face is destroyed. So this woman single-handedly, this Latino descent woman, the authoritative leader, Taurus, Libra, Aquarius, I don't know if this person has plastic surgery, not me. Somebody could have plastic surgery of some sort, whatever the case may be, and something went wrong. They could have messed up their reputation by whatever they try to do to you. I'm vlogging. What you about to do? Alright. I'm gonna do your hair later. No. Are you going swimming? You won't have to get your hair done. I gotta do my hair also. Anywho's, you will be hearing about the enemy that wanted this to happen to you. They are dying. That's their karma. They're about to die. I don't know if they previously had plastic surgery in the past or something like that. Whatever this enemy in opposition tried to do against you in regards to your romantic life is not only it's going to ruin their reputation. And because this person was in an ambulance, it's one of these scenarios where you're not necessarily going to have to do anything. It's God and his team. his angelic team is going to do this on the behalf of you, because the ambulance significance in the dream is of angels. I don't know how these angels, on me and my supporter's behalf, are going to ruin this woman's reputation. You gotta hear the alarms? The alarms always go off when my Scorpio aunt then did something or trying to do something, and it's not surprised. Anywho, God coming to swipe your enemy or opposition off this earthly realm. I'm telling you. Something about a light skin complexion person. They possibly could have been doing some variation Santeria. Uh, Something about PORN and makeup. This person, this Latino descent woman, or this woman who thought she had more authority in a situation in regards to your love life. This person could have did Santeria or just did some sort of divination against you, because they wanted you to be perceived as like a whore or something like that. That's how they wanted to ruin your reputation. That's how they thought they were gonna go against you to separate you from you and your significant other. If they made it seem as though you were a whore. Now, as I'm saying, made it seem and let you know this person could have possibly dabbled in divination to try to make this so. This is given it's not truth. It's a fallacy. It's a lie. Notes in regards to the messaging, person want to stop the prediction of marriage for you. The word of God is very significant. Person who is enemy wanting to ruin your reputation, and it happens to them instead. The archangels beating enemies' ass. No pun intended. Oh, I wrote a story time in here. I got right into the message today. It's really straightforward, to the point. Some guys, man. I wrote my notes. I wrote my notes so I will remember this story time we're gonna do, y'all. More of the message and all that. It says, some guy is mad at an ugly bitch, so he's ignoring, being rude, and mean to attractive women. What the fuck? This got to do with anything? All right. Will reputation have to do with your 8th house placement? I believe so. Taurus, Libra, Aquarius. Taurus, very significant. Your enemy, opposition, is facing judgment at this time. Not just only by you and other people, but God is very much in this situation. God is, whatever judgment God gives to this enemy opposition, he's having the archangels play the justice role in this situation. Anyway, the other day, right, I had, it was so interesting. So, I went to go do an errand with my kid and everything. And it's not that I didn't really want to do it, but it's one of those scenarios. Just like, I promised that I was going to do this thing. This is very significant. I promised I was going to do something for my kid. So I was just like, all right, let's go do it. So we went to go do this errand. When I went to go do the errand, now that particular, how do I say it? That particular place of business, that I had been there a few days earlier. A few days earlier, I had went to this particular location, this place of business. And I got, how do I explain it? I had a pickup order. So I did a pickup order, and I got there. When I got there, I showed my credentials. I showed all the information that claims that I had a pickup order there. And they said, oh, your information is not in the system. And I was like, and mind this pickup order I paid for online. So like, and so I'm showing the person I'm already paid for the order. And when I got there, before I got there, there was like 2 or 3 other people there. They were all men. No, it was all men. It was like 2 to 3 men. And they looked like they were sitting there for a very, very long time. So when I got there and I said what I had to say, it's like I was speaking up for everybody else, because I'm like, hey, I had this pickup order. They talking about they don't know, whatever the case may be. Now the woman that was supposed to be helping me get my pickup order, she was saying all something had happened to their machine earlier that morning, like the night before, whatever the case may be. So they're not able to see what's going on. So the woman, she saw that I clearly had the confirmation order number and all stuff like that. So she gave me what my order said it has, and then I got a refund. And then I got a refund. I wasn't thinking nothing about it. They didn't tell me I was going to get a refund. I was just like, oh, right. I'm like, all right. It was that day was particularly a really good day. So I came back. So on the day I came back, thank you, showing me all the love, Maury, in the comment section. God bless. Now that day was a particularly good day. So when I came back from getting my pickup order, my kid was like, hey, like, can I go back with you? What's it call it? You know, the next time you go. So I'm like, all right, yeah, we're gonna do that. So like I said, the other day, I had went there, that had happened, so I went back there, but I went with my kid. That place of business is very significant because me and God have an inside joke about that establishment. Oh, so all right, let's talk about it. So before I even get into what happened, when I had went there again. So the reason we went back there is because there was another event that had happened. Like literally, I went to that place of business. I had got that refund. They still gave me my order. Then like a day or a couple days afterwards, there was a local event, and when we went there, the first time I've ever seen this happen, one of my old bosses was like a part of the community event. Now this particular boss had the same first name as me. She's of Latino descent, and it was so interesting to me because I saw my old coworker there. Now, the old coworker that was there assisting her was very, very, very significant. Now, I'm gonna tell you why. Now, first and foremost, this is the first time I've ever seen this woman in my community do this particular event. I've been going to these events every year since I was like of adolescence. So it was a big deal that she was there, and it was so funny because like this is an event where you're supposed to hear it down multiple avenues. It's supposed to be loud. You're supposed to get people attention. They come to these events. I remember before going to the event, I'm like, I don't hear no music. I don't hear anything going on. Like, are they still doing it? And we went there. It's like they had the volume on minimum. They had. It's like it was like a not necessarily a secret. It's like they didn't want that much attraction to come to that place, even though that's the whole premise of it. So I'm just like, and the whole premise of the day was to unify the community. So I'm just like, this is ironic. It's like, but then when I seen my old boss there, when I used to work the 9 to 5, I used to work for this woman who owned multiple businesses in like the tri-state area, and she had the same name as me. So for me, it was low key inspiration. Like, dang, like this woman, her and her family, because it started with her mother, but like they own all these different franchises of this one business, and there are multitudes. I'm like, it was very inspiring because she had my name. So that was that. So when I seen her at the event, I try to get my daughter excited for meeting the person. I'm explaining to her. I'm like, yeah, I didn't tell her that was my old 9 to 5 job. I didn't feel like the need to bring that energy back up. I was just happy because like even previously, this woman would be having events at her place of business, and for whatever reason, I would never be able to make it to those events to take my child there. So I was just like, look at that. All them times I wanted to take my child to these events and I never was supposed to be there because she'd be giving out some fabulous gifts. Now all of a sudden it's like God brought her to me. So I'm like, and I'm just like in close proximity. So I'm just like, when I meet somebody who got the same name as me, especially at this level, this woman who owns multitudes of businesses, I'm like, something going on, something going on in a good way, in a good way. So I'm just happy. So like, what's it called? So back to the previous co-worker that was there working with that boss woman that got the same name as me. I seen her, I smiled at her, she smiled at me, and I feel like in the spiritual, it was a whole thing. Because when I used to work this 9 to 5 in particular, I'm gonna tell you this something. This is why I don't care if we cool, we not cool, we cordial, or the case may be, like, talking down on other people. You shouldn't do that unless you got a valid reason. You shouldn't like bandwagon on other people who don't like other people because you never freaking know. Now I ain't gonna hold you, like I said my little one too, but I ain't never like was like kicking this woman back and this previous employee. When I used to work this 9 to 5, this particular manager wanted to befriend me. She was a Sagittarius sun placement, a very, very terrible person. I had to learn that myself previously. I had to learn that about her. Terrible person, terrible upbringing, terrible relative, like terrible people she's associated with, bad people. Now, this is why I have a stigma about Sagittarius. I'm not even about to hold you. Since I'm placements. One moment. When this woman befriended me, because I never went looking to be friends with that Sagittarius woman, but she befriended me. At the time, I was an employee there. The Sagittarius woman was that was the manager. This other employee that was working there, she wanted to become a manager. This Sagittarius manager that was just talking about a bad person would would basically joke on her and try to get people to turn against her and make her look like a bad person. Um, so she wouldn't get the manager position where I previously used to be working at. When I used to work the 9 to 5 at that franchise corporation business. She was like trolling her and making her feel uncomfortable and all stuff like that, but she really couldn't. I just think she was just intimidated of her. It got to a point where the woman realized what was going on, and she said, because like, all right, let me just set the president for this. Basically, the location of the franchise corporation business I was working at was the newest, at the time, the newest branch of that franchise company's business. So we had all the new equipment. We had all the new stuff. We were getting like doted on more than the average businesses that they owned at the time. So our location was a very, very big deal. So of course they were looking for people to move up in the company and stuff like that. So this other employee, she wanted to be a manager position. So the other woman who was a Sagittarius, who was the manager at the time, she didn't care for moving up in the position. She just wanted to be the big bad boss at that location. So anybody she felt like would threaten her position there, even if it meant they want to move up past her, she did not like. She said daily life. I mean, wow. Anywho, so yeah, so like she basically that Sagittarius manager was a hater. You said a month snap for real. It's me, you not. Give me on. Anywho, so basically the Sagittarius manager basically bullied that other employee who wanted to be a manager up out the way. Before that employee left, she was trying to train for a manager position. She behind that Sagittarius manager's back, basically, but not really her business, but find her way to talk to like the owner and the owner, like the other owner, and try outside of the 9 to 5. She would find herself going to other locations of the franchise company's businesses and making um, acquaintance with other people there of importance. So she got not from that location. You said I know that seat happy. You funny. So like she got other like outside help to have her not only leave that location I previously was working in that 9 to 5 that they was trying that Sagittarius manager was trying to bully her out of and go to another location and become a manager. Now she did get her manager position in a very interesting way. So she took it a step further. But it wasn't necessarily her fault. Basically a scenario had happened. I don't know if it was to her or someone else, but so she used to work. She was a mother, so she used to work multiple jobs and stuff like that. So basically, one of her jobs, I guess, was like in the summertime or something. I don't really know. Don't quote me. And she used to work for town hall for the mayor's office in the location that we used to work at, that franchise corporation business, like in the district. She used to work there, like not my district, but like over there. And when she used to work for the mayor or whatever the case may be, I don't know if it was the mayor or the mayor's assistant or somebody reporting from over there of the mayor. Something like that happened where I guess he tried to like sexually assault her or whatever the case may be, and then she went wild online. She was talking about online. I will not be silenced and this, that, and that. It was a whole thing. I remember the Sagittarius manager at my location was making fun of her and was just like belittling her and her scenario situation that she was speaking out against. They even got she. I think she even made recordings. This employee that then became manager somewhere else. She had made recordings of the assault that happened. It was wild. Like that shit was trending. Like, so I guess in order to get her to be quiet and on the hush hush kind of, she they gave her a manager position at a different location. It's very ironic because like this Sagittarius manager that was making fun of her and basically in regards of assault from a authoritative leader and stuff like that, she found herself in a lot of scenarios where she was an enabler and a poacher in some sort of way in regards of doing those same things. She was laughing against another person she was intimidated by. It was a whole thing. So like I say all this to say, when the event the other day had happened and I saw my previous boss, the actual person who owned the company and franchises, there with that particular woman who left as an employee, became a manager and the advocate. Is that how you say it? Is that how you say it? And she was and she basically was like somebody who would protest about human rights and civil rights and you know, women's health and all stuff like that. Like it was a beautiful thing to see, because I know that Sagittarius manager, she no longer has that job position, and to see that the person that she was taunting, making fun of, trying to give a hard time, she not only has a manager position, she's actually working alongside of the boss, the person who owned all the corporation and franchise businesses. Hi, how are you? I'm just looking at her like, such a testimony. Such a testimony. Such a testimony. And you would think, such a testimony. That shit was so funny. So like, what's it called? So like I said, the owner of the franchise corporation businesses, she got the same name as me. So I'm like, yeah, this is such and such, and this and the third. She got a nickname. I'm not gonna put it on blast, but like she got this nickname. So I'm telling my kid, I'm like, yeah, this is such and such. This is her nickname. This and third. She's like, she looking at like because she had like her information cards, her first name and everything on there with her nicknames and stuff like that. She was like, "Oh my gosh, mommy, you got the same name as her." And I'm just trying to tell them like, because I'm like, I know they remember me, like please, because I don't want them to be like, "Yeah, come back over here," like no shade, but like, but they was kind of looking at me low key. That like they was happy to like. The employee who became a manager and working alongside the boss, she was looking at me. She was happy. It was a sense of like, she was smiling at me like, yeah, I made it. Like I'm doing shit for her. I'm with the boss, and I'm just over there like, I'm happy for you. Like, and plus this is a channel message for me. And then like the owner and boss looking at me, she kind of like, she low key give me a smile, but she kind of low key looking stank. Like no shade, she low key was looking stink at me. I was just like, because I don't work under her business anymore. I was one of their best workers. I was one of their best workers, bitch. So she was kind of looking at me like, bitch, you don't work for me anymore. This could have been you. And I'm like, bitch, I got the same name as you. I'm trying to be like you, like, but I'm trying to be like me. You know what I'm saying? So it was a whole thing. It was like, then I looked at she had gave us like some knickknacks and coupons and all types of nice stuff, all these gifts and stuff like that. I'm looking at all the new businesses she added to her catalog, and I was just like, wow, they expanded. I'm like, this is nice. So it was like a whole thing. I don't know what you got from that gist of that conversation, but anywho, so yeah, so after that event, I took my daughter, like I told her I was gonna do them errands with her. I took her to go use the coupon at the place of business. So I went there, did the same thing, ordered online for pickup, When I got there, I told them about the online order. We can't, same thing. We can't find it. We don't see it. This time they didn't say nothing about the machine being broke. They just said they can't find it. That's when I found out, like, basically, I was gonna get another refund. But I just ordered this stuff there at the time. But there was this Latino woman. All right, so what happened was they was trying to figure out where my order was because I clearly like the first thing happened. The man walked up to me. He was like, we can't find your order. We don't see it." Hey, what's goody? I don't know about babe, but so like basically they trying to find my order. Then it was a man originally trying to find my order. Then the man came to me. He was just like, "Are you sure?" Like, I don't know if it's because I was a female. He was like, "Are you sure you put the right address?" I'm like, "What?" Like, so without even saying I'm sure, I'm like, because I'm like, here's verification, everything like that. He was like, "Oh, it is this address." So just like Mike Jack. I don't fucking know. Like, what the look? Fuck, I look like getting up and doing the moonwalk. Yo, did we fly for 7 seconds yet or not? Like, I'm trying to figure out. They said today, like, we were gonna lose gravity for 7 seconds. Like, I was hoping to see that. I was hoping to see that for 7 seconds. I don't know how long the 7. I don't know if it was a quick 7 seconds. I don't know if it was a long 7 seconds. Bitch, what the fuck is like me doing the thriller? Anywho's, I can scare you if you want. I mean, anywho, so now anywho's. So like the guy, he was just acting like there's no way I could have made an order and um for a pickup order and he couldn't find it. Then he had to go get the manager who was also a man to find it. So like at this time like two or three guys, men, all came to me trying to like figure out the scenario situation. I had to explain to them like two or three times about it. I had to show them the online confirmation of the order, pickup order and stuff like that. And it wasn't until the manager had to tell me, "Oh yeah, you're gonna receive a refund because this and the third." But like, I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna just make another order, this and the third. Manager do walk away. Manager do walk away. I don't know if this bitch. It was this Latino girl. I don't know if this bitch wanted to make a good impression on her manager. I don't know. I don't know if she wanted to feel important. I don't know if she thought like she had all the answers. Like, I don't know what was going on. This bitch walked up to me after the manager. They told me what was going on, what to do. She walked over there like, so what seems to be the problem and this and that. I'm like, I already talked to the like politely as I could. There was no issue, nothing like that until she started opening her mouth. I was just like, oh yeah, like at first I'm like, oh yeah, like so the same thing I explained to them. Just that she don't wait for me to explain the whole thing. She's like, oh yeah, we don't got your order. We don't see it. Who the fuck are you talking to? Like, it's just like, who the fuck, like, why, like, what possessed you to come over here, not even hear me out, then basically reiterate what they said to me to begin with no, like, not, like, just, I didn't even see you, I didn't even see you looking at those, so I, like, I was just annoyed. I wasn't mad. I was annoyed. So I just started yelling at her. I just remember just yelling at her and stuff like that. I'm just like what? I'm just getting louder and louder. I can hear myself getting louder and louder. I don't remember what I was saying. I was just getting loud. So the manager came back, and he was like, and she walked off like she was just laughing or something like that. I'm just like, why did you like? Why would you do that? What was the point of that? It's early in the morning. Why, like, for what? So the manager was just like, nah, it's all right. We're cool, this and third. So ironically, I had to go make an order. And the same person who had taken my order, I knew because I could see, was that same Latino woman that just did all that weird shit. That tried to be funny and be rude at the same time. I was yelling at her. So I'm just like, end scene. So I go over to the front counter. I lay my motherfucking... I lay over the front counter like... Because her back was turned because she wasn't doing her job. She was being nosy about what everybody else was doing. Wasn't doing her job. They didn't need her help. You said, I'm my bad, single Alicia Keys. I'm about to say something else. That's wild. I keep on falling in. Psych, bitch. No, bro. What's my favorite Alicia Keys song? She got a lot. She got some classics. I'm not feeling like that song right now, and I ain't feeling like that song either. Moment of honesty. Someone's gotta take the lead tonight. Who's it gonna be? I'm gonna sit right here and tell you what comes to me. Anywho's, but no, for real. So like, yeah, I'm hanging on the counter, laying on that bitch, arm folded, posed up, arm folded. I'm just smiling while this bitch got her back turned. She turned around, she like, and she spooked as fuck. Came over there to take my order. She didn't change her whole demeanor and shit like that. And then she ended up giving me some shit for free and everything. Like, I was just like, alright. I'm like, yeah, bitch. And I don't even like acting like that. I don't like acting like that at all. Like, but it's like she tried to play me, and then I started arguing with her, and she felt like, oh, I'm behind the counter. She can't do nothing. She not getting her order. Ha ha he he. Whole time I'm getting a refund for some shit I done did that I had proof for that y'all supposed to give me some shit, and then she thought she was gonna. I don't know what she thought she was gonna do. But more of the story. More. This is not the whole story, but more of the story for that one. There could have been a woman who saw you was getting too much attention from the opposite gender, from men. This could have something to do with your career field. Somebody wanted to attract to your energy. Somebody wanted to stand next to you in regards of like importance. So they tried to involve themselves in the scenario. Don't have nothing to do with you. They try to beef with you or have a problem with you just to get the attention of the people they trying to get attention from, who actually you have their attention. Just to find out that you they boss, for real. When I gave him that specialty coupon that could only come from the big boss, that bitch changed her whole demeanor, bitch. Because I placed that order, and I'm just like, oh yeah, and this. She looked at that shit, she was like, how the fuck she get this shit? Changed her whole demeanor. And the whole time it's funny because, like, I got the same name as her boss, so it was just like, I knew, like, she ain't gonna be there for long. Anywho, so that happened, and then like, I'm about to make my way home. We about to take public transportation over case with me. It's the daytime, morning time to be specific. And the morning time public transportation be coming like real quick. Like every 4 to 7 minutes or whatever the case would be. So I'm like, yeah, that's why I was like, I'll take the public transportation, like, because it's gonna be really quick. 1212. I could call the driver or something like that, but I'm just like, no, the transportation becoming really quick, and we got options. So like every other 4 to 5 minutes, it should be like 2 different public transportations coming up. We stood out there for what felt like half an hour. Like we was out there for so long, and it was hot outside. It was so hot for a reason. I saw this woman. She was standing underneath a tree, so I went over there to go stand underneath the tree after a little while because I'm just like, it's too hot. Even though I had my glasses, I didn't feel like putting them on because I was looking cute. I don't know, acting real bougie. I'll go over there. As I'm walking over there to under the tree, her perfume smelling real good. Like I wanted to say, it's like, I don't know, when I was standing over there, like, all right, there was this one woman. She was not standing at the public transportation site to get picked up. She was standing in front of a different sign. So I was just looking at her like, I kind of look at her like this way, like you're at the wrong side, this way. And she was mean mugging me like, don't you see I'm standing at the correct, like she was mean mugging me like, don't you see I'm standing at the correct side? I'm like, this bitch delusional. All right, let me go about my business. So I go stand over by the place where I'm supposed to stand so we can get picked up by the public transportation. She keep looking at me like I'm stupid. I'm looking at her like, but so I'm on my business. So she keep trying to like signal like, no, this is where you're supposed to stand at. I'm like, more people started coming within this half an hour, and they start standing next to me. They start standing with me. I'm just like, looking at her like. But then with that woman, she was smart enough to stand underneath the tree or whatever the case may be. So I wanted to go underneath there. And I kept feeling something about her. Like she seemed like she was mean or something like that, or something was going on with her. It's like I wanted to speak to her, but it was just at the same time, like, I don't know why I didn't want to speak to her. So when I went over there, I smelled her perfume. So I was like, all right, let me just say something. I'm like, oh, yeah, your perfume is nice up there. She just like, she sounded nice. Then she sounded nice, but then as soon as I spoke to her, because she had the, all right, she had the she had like the mask on. So that's why I didn't speak to her. So I'm like, oh, this is like correlation to somebody sick. You don't want to speak to somebody because they sick, but like somebody could be hiding that they sick or whatever the case may be. I don't know. I don't know if they're. I don't know. Anywho, you might know somebody who's sick right now, but you don't know that they sick because they hiding it. They relatively come off like a, not relative per se, but like they come off like a good person. Just pray for that person to get better. Because this person didn't really have a bad aura. As soon as I told her perfume was nice, all of a sudden a fucking lantern, excuse my language, rather, a lantern bug, a lantern fly just came out of nowhere, like tried to come next to me. I'm like, bitch. Got right up underneath that tree. So we waiting. So I took the initiative. I'm gonna go to the local place of business that got AC on. I'm gonna just look around in there real quick. You have fun?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Alright.
Still fine,
Yeah.
right?
So I look around a little bit in the little AC place of business next door where everybody outside in the hot sun and stuff like that. Taking pictures, vlogging, all types of stuff. Just having fun. And then I'm just like, what could be going on that but so I'm like, what could be going on, because like it was like 4 other public transportations that went in the opposite direction. So like as soon as you see, so I just knew something was going on. So I just knew it was like a false delay. Long story short, you like, where's the story going? So the public transportation finally comes, and they come in twos. The first one, I did not go on the first one that initially came because I knew it was going to be packed, because if they're delayed, that means they have a lot of people on the first one. So I'm going to go to the second one. So I'm not even going to be trying to be funny. Like, in regard to public transportation, when they're delayed and then they come in like 2 or 3s at a time, you don't go on to the first one because they're packed. But you also need to make the public transportation behind the first one aware that you're trying to get on the second one, because they will try to leave you because all they can see is the first one in front. So I took initiative. I started walking up towards the second public transportation because I don't know, something just told me to do that. Usually I don't care. But it was hot. I did not feel like standing up on this public transportation. I want my seat. I want some AC, whatever the case may be. So I start walking up towards the, what's it called it, and I start waving. The person see me waving from a distance, and they stop the public transportation at a zone they're not supposed to stop at. They stop halfway before they're supposed to get to where they're supposed to pick me up at. I'm like, oh, this nigga think they leaving. I'm so I'm like, they ain't going. I'm like, watch this. So I walk. I don't know what kind of boldness I had that day. I'm like, earlier I didn't yell at that Latino woman who's trying to like be funny. Got her all together. Then I walked in front of my freaking public transportation vehicle, like this big ass vehicle. I walked all up in front of it in the middle of the street. I walked in front of it. I'm like, I know you ain't gonna run me over. That was some boldness that day. I was like, because I'm running for public transportation, so I'm not usually. So I was feeling bold that day. And what's it called it? The public transportation guy tried to be slick again, but he knew I wasn't playing with him. So I walked alongside him as he pulled up to the actual place he was supposed to pick me up from. So he made me walk up. I walked over there. He tried to be funny. He tried to keep going, but because I was walking near the public transportation in the road, I guided him to where he would need to be at to pick me up. I get on there. As he opened the door of the public transportation, I hear a woman, African American woman, being belligerent and screaming and yelling and being rude, and I'm just like, all I heard her say like, "Dang, what the fuck? Why the fuck you keep stopping the vehicle? I got places to freaking be at. This, that, and the third. I'm like, oh, that's why this nigga is acting like the way he acting because he over here servicing somebody who acting rude as fuck. I'm like, I don't like how the person talking like. So I get up on there and I start looking for who look like they sound like that shit. I was just so I look, and the woman she was talking as I was getting onto the vehicle, and then when I was looking for who was saying that shit. She didn't shut the fuck up. She shut the fuck up. I'm like, oh, alright, and I sat down. Mind you, I'm with my kid at this time, like at the like for all this shit going on. This is not usually how I act for my child, so I'm just like. But then again, it was a learning moment. Don't let like no. So so what's it called it? So the woman who was going talking all that shit, whatever the case may be, she shut up when I got up on there, and looked her dead in her eye, like bitch. Fuck you talk about? Like this the actual place where he's supposed to pick up people. Good morning, how are you? Oh shoot! Look at your buddy 5665 in the comments section. Oh shit! Now she like they didn't shut the fuck up as soon as I had like got on there, and then I guess the driver, the public transportation was like foreign or whatever the case would be. I couldn't really tell. I wasn't looking. So the woman, as I'm trying to make it to my destination, she started talking shit. She was like, these freaking foreigners. Oh, always thinking they can just do anything. I'm just like, yo. And he's like, she just talking shit about foreigners, but she's really talking about the bus driver. Like she's like, so like because she said that like I knew it was some sort of hatred of minorities for that African American woman, but she was really talking towards the driver. But I was offended, but she wasn't talking to me. Like, if she would have directed to everybody in that vehicle in a different scenario, I probably would have said something. But she was talking to Jess. She's like, this foreigner driver and this, that, and third. These foreigners always think they can do whatever they want. That public transportation vehicle driver made sure for her to miss her motherfucking stop. I don't know. He made her walk so motherfucking far away from her destination. She was so mad. She even kept going off, kept going off, kept going off. And I'm just like, that's how you do it. Long time no see, your buddy 5665. You right. Then when she got off the vehicle, I took that moment to like talk to my child and be like, you see how that woman is acting? You see what she was saying? You see how she was talking? I'm like, never in your life make a friend like this. Don't associate yourself with people like this. You see how she's acting? She's acting ugly. She's acting belligerent, and she's acting rude. These are not qualities of somebody you will ever want to make as a friend. So here is that. We're chat messages. Something about something about whoa. The name Aaliyah. Something about a leader. Something about Leo Zodiac embodiment. Leo Zodiac sign, something about a Sunday, something about somebody trying to clean some shit up. I don't know if somebody trying to clean something up in regards to Leah. Don't know, don't care. About an entertainer. Somebody was acting like somebody else. This message really was giving discrimination being brought to the forefront and handled. Somebody tried to discriminate against you, try to ruin your reputation, and their reputation got ruined. Aquarius Leo. Celebrity entertainer, something like that. Oh, Aquarius came out in reverse. My bad, y'all. 2 entertainers is very significant. One of them is a celebrity at most. 2 entertainers. 2 people was trying to act as though they were you, and they're not. You're the celebrity. You're the authoritative leader. They are not. Somebody was just doing shit. They ain't even planning shit out. Virgo. Boring. losing money, don't have any ideas, not enjoying something at this moment in time. Anything else? It was something I was about to say. It was something I was about to say. Lacking integrity. Their actions don't match their words. They was hiding something. They are not protected and they are not healed. Don't talk to that person. Or you're going to hear some communication about what's going on with this particular person. Yup. That's a message. Let's go to the next one.